If you work business to business and you want more inquiries and to grow your sales, then you have to be using LinkedIn. Today, I'm going to share with you the strategies we use to automate our LinkedIn funnel and generate more inquiries on repeat. And the reason LinkedIn is such a key tool for businesses who work with other businesses is because it is a hub of business owners. All we need to do is find your ideal customer and let them know that you exist, and then you'll start to see those inquiries grow, and with more inquiries comes more sales. So let's get straight into it. So first of all, we're going to be using LinkedIn's own tool called Sales Navigator. This is a paid for subscription. We just do it for a month, and then we'll utilize the process I'm about to use, and then we can cut it off at any point and then bring it back at a later date if we want to turn this on and off, or you can sign up for the whole entire year. You can also use the process I'm about to show you in the organic free version of LinkedIn. However, Sales Navigator is much more specific for the reasons that I'm about to show you. So first of all, we want to understand who that ideal customer is, who's the person that you want to generate more business from, and what industry they're in. And you literally just go over and do a search inside Sales Navigator, and this will find loads of people. I'm going to go after the hotel sector, for instance, and this comes up with all people that work inside the hotel sector. Now, of course, 1 million results is probably way too much, and we want to make sure that we're targeting people who have got the most chance of purchasing from us. Now, I run a video production company, so I would be looking at this from the standpoint of we can help these businesses with video content, but this will work for any service-based industry or any other type of business-to-business situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here. This will give us suggestions, but what I'm going to do is in current company, I'm just going to type in hotel, and what that will do is it will bring in the word hotel. So where they're currently working at, it will be, for instance, here we've got York Hotel. Over here we've got Parkside Hotel Group. We've got Holiday Inn Hotel. So that's going to now filter that down from 1 million plus results from people who have worked in the hotel industry in the past to people who are currently working for a company that has hotel in the funnel. Now, 110,000 is still way too high, so we need to start to thin this out. So the next bit I would come down to is I would start to then look at who is it that we need to start going after. So when we think about the company headcount, so we're looking at how big do we want that business to be? And this depends on the size of your ideal customer. So it might be that if you're a small business and you're going after other small businesses, then you might want to look at self-employed or 1 to 10 staff. If you are going after those multi-million pound corporates, then you're going to probably start to click on some of these bigger numbers here. But for the use of this, I'm just going to keep it small. Let's go into here, and then that will thin that down to 16,000 results. And we really want to get this number down to somewhere between 500 and maybe 3,000, and this will make more sense in a moment as well. So we're going to go over to current job title, and for us, we're going to be going after business owners or marketing managers. So owner, so include marketing manager, include, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, right? Because if I'm a business owner, I might call myself a director. I might call myself, well, this might be a useful person, is the managing director, etc. Let's just go for founder. Let's go for CEO. Great. And so you can see we're starting to whittle that down. So we're around about the 3,500 results mark at the moment. And then we come down to geography. So for us, we work with anyone over the UK, so United Kingdom, let's include that. That should filter it down a little bit more. So around about 400 results right here. And then I could go through industry as well. So hospitality, I could include that. I could go into hotels, see if that comes out, hotels and motels. I could leave that for the time being. So the point is here, we're trying to whittle it down to your ideal customers. And the reason for that is when we come to the automation, we want to connect with someone and make it seem genuine. We don't want to be super vague here because it's not going to give us the best chance of a connection. So once we've filtered out all of these people, we've got 293 results. On LinkedIn, we only really want to connect with around about 20 people per day because otherwise you'll start getting flagged for spam and then they will ban your account and you don't want to get your account banned. So that's a general rule of thumb if you're going to go through and do the next bit manually. But I don't suggest you do that. I suggest suggest you pay for a tool called Duck's Soup, and Duck's Soup is going to automate the next part of this process. So what Sales Navigators have now allowed us to do is really niche down on the people we need to talk to. This does a much better job, and it's got loads more options in here as well. Look, if I open up See All Filters, there's so much stuff that you can do. Obviously, like I said, you can use the free version as well. It's just a lot less specific. And then what we're going to do is we're now inside Duck Soup is we're going to build out our campaign. So it's called a drip campaign. We're going to set up a new campaign here. We'll call the campaign Hotels. We're going to target Sales Navigator, campaign description, hotel owners, and marketing managers. You might want to give some detail to it as well. And then connection request. So when you request with someone on LinkedIn, you can choose to send a message or not send a message. I would always suggest doing that. And I'm going to say something like, hi. And then what we can do is here with first name is automation. You can see these placeholders down the bottom here. So _FN_ will input their first name. So hi, first name. So hi John. Sometimes people use things that are vague, like just looking to expand my network. So I'm going to go straight in with what we do, because I only really want people to connect with me if they're open to have a conversation. And it feels a lot less salesy and kind of slimy, basically saying like, hey, I just want to expand my network. And then when they join, being like, hey, can we sell to you? I'd much rather say to them, hey, this is what we do. If you're open for a chat, connect with me. And then you're kind of opening that up already. So when they connect, that's their way of saying, yep, okay, let's have a little chat. Then I would just follow up with another message, which I'll go through with you in a minute. So I would say something like, hi, I just wanted to connect because we provide video content for the hotel industry. Hopefully you're open for a chat to see if we can support you in any way. Now, like anything on this channel, always say about A/B testing. I'm always open to trying different things to see what works, tweaking this slightly, but this gives you a bit of a guide. We want to send a connection request, and I would just say get to the point, especially if you're going to be selling to them. Just say like, yeah, basically, look, if you're open for a chat, then, when you connect, basically, that's what I'm going to do. Next thing, and this, what we can do is we can add stages in here. So we can endorse them, we can visit their profile, we can send them a follow message, etc. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a visit. So what I'm going to do is after they connect, literally after the first hour of them connecting, the automation is going to go and visit their profile. That also lets them know that someone has viewed their profile. If you're paying for LinkedIn, you get notifications to say, this person's viewed your profile recently, and that's how we know people are checking us out and what they're doing. Then we're going to send, so again, after the previous one, normally 1 hour after, and again, you might want to mix this up depending on your type of clientele, and then we're going to send them a message, and we're going to say, hi, and again, first name, _FN, great to connect, as mentioned before. And then you can either go into your sales thing, or you might want to open it up and just say like, how's the start of the year been, and then follow up with your sales message. Or you might want to just say whatever's right for your fit of your client. So as a placeholder, I've just put great to connect, are you guys doing any video marketing at the moment? And then what I'll do is I'll send another message as well after follow up, and what will happen is if they reply at any of these stages, so let's say they connect and they send a message, it will remove them from this automation. It won't send the next one. If we send the connection message, hey, great to connect, are you doing any video marketing, and then they reply, then it will remove them again from the automation. But let's say they don't reply to that, then what I'm going to do is like maybe a day later, I'm going to say like, hi, I'm going to cut straight to the point here, this is what we do, are you interested in having a chat? Yes or no. Now, ideally, they would be open to having a chat, because that's the reason that they accepted your connection request, because we've been transparent from the very start. And that's when we start to get good replies, and people actually really appreciate that transparency. So for the time being, I'm just going to remove that last one as a placeholder, but there's so many cool things that you can do here. I'm going to save that in here. So campaign has been saved. I'm going to go back over to Sales Navigator. I'm going to give that a refresh. That will keep all of the stuff in here. And then Duck Soup is at our service. I'm going to then click on the tool that I have downloaded earlier on. I'm going to go over to settings, and right at the bottom of these settings here, I'll be able to click on hotels, and that's saved those options. And this is where you'll be able to go through and set your own options if needed. Most of them are pretty much the same as what you just go with the default ones, but you can send these messages only at certain times during the day, so when you're normally operating. So what I'm just going to do is, if I have done that, and I'm going to refresh here just to make sure this is taking it across, include personalized message with a connection request, yes. Now for some reason this hasn't copied it across, so just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go back to Duck Soup. I'm going to copy our initial message here, and I'm just going to make sure that that is in here. There we go. So that's all in there now, so that should be absolutely fine. We're going to go back over to Sales Navigator. I'm going to click on Duck Soup, and then we're going to click on Visit and Connect. So when we do this, Duck Soup is now starting to scrape the data from the site. It's generating all of these leads. My hands are off the screen. This is doing it all itself. It's taking that data. It's going to start moving through that funnel. And if I just pause this for a second, you can see actually in the bottom corner here what it's doing. It's going to go onto their profile. It's going to act as a human. It's going to click on connecting with them. It's going to send them that message. And then when they connect with us, Duck Soup will also monitor that. And then it will send the follow-up message as well. And then what you'll be able to do to track this is over in the Duck Soup, you'll be able to go over to funnel flow, and then you'll be able to see basically all the data. So how many people has it scraped? So all of that information. So let's say 367 in this case. Then it's invited 99% of those people. 33% of those people have accepted, and then it's sent these follow-ups and people have responded, so on and so forth. The best thing about this is it would take so much time for you to do yourself, but you can automate the whole process, leave that in the background, and generate more inquiries. You just keep an eye on it to check those replies, and you'll be able to do that particularly through Sales Navigator by going into messaging, and then you'll be able to have a conversation with these people, book more meetings, increase your sales. It really is a fantastic tool for any business to business company out there. If you guys can just do me a favor, if you found this video useful, make sure you're subscribed and let me know in the comments what industry you're in. If you're in video production or anything else, it's always good to know as we provide so much value on this channel. If you like this video, why not check out this one? YouTube thinks you'll love it. Take care and peace.